Mechwarrior 5 is another one of the games that I really like to play on the side. I'll play usually a match or two of it and just, end up saving the game. I've tried to play this game heavily modded, but I've gone back to vanilla since then. And I have a campaign that is, going pretty good. I need to go back to a manual save, though. I was mostly testing out to see how it worked in 1440p the last time I played. And all my mechs are, I got Thunderbolt, Panther, and another Shadowhawk. That's looking pretty rough. Let me cancel this. I don't want to repair this cicada. Yeah, this isn't even mine. I think this is like just something I found as loot. I have to check my settings real quick, though. I was trying to run NVIDIA Smooth Motion, I think, with this game, and I'm not sure if it's on right now. So I'm trying to check my Mechwarrior settings to make sure it isn't on. It is off. Okay, so I should be good. I am good to go. Got the cicada that has been slaughtered. So the deal with Mechwarrior is you run a mech mercenary company, and there's a fixed storyline going on in the world around you between the various factions. And by working for, say, Karita, the red guys, you'll gain reputation with them, and they'll pay you out more for missions. You go in with 4 mechs, and you fight tanks, helicopters, other mechs, and complete missions objectives, kind of on like a proc gen map, similar to Helldivers, and you extract via a ship, similar to Helldivers. But it is a single-player and co-op game. The timeline has battle mechs and weapons that start just appearing. They start appearing over time, so you'll start seeing different mechs over time. So you have little tiny ones like the Commando. I'm trying to think, just Commando, little friggin' dude running around at you. When you start out the low-level missions, you fight these low-level mechs, low-tonnage mechs that are, 20, 30 tons. The Flea, a very tiny one. The Javelin, just known for just having a bunch of missiles stuffed in its chest. The Generator, running really fast. There's a lot of cool mechs in this game, and not all of them are humanoid. Locust, one of the most annoying tiny ones. A lot of them don't have the ability to punch or have arm manipulators to them. They're just like a body. They're just a little, just with legs and guns. For example, like the Urban Mech. This is a perfect example of a mech without arms. They start getting a little bit bigger. These are some of the medium mechs. These are the 40, what are these, like 40 to 60 tons? 40 to 55? Blackjack. This thing shoots autocannons at range. It's a big old pain in the butt. These are just the ones I've seen on this playthrough. There's a handful more in the really heavy level that, I won't know what they are, and I'll be like, the hell is that? And I start freaking out, and horrible things happen. You get rumors of where you can find these guys. I've killed a couple hunchbacks, I think, in this playthrough. Phoenix Hawks, I hate these guys. They're always flying around. Shadowhawk is one of the ones I have in my lance right now. It's got an autocannon mount on it. It's pretty nice overall to have because it can be pretty versatile with loadout. Vindicator, never one I really exactly like to use. Same with the Vulcan. I don't like the Vulcan. I feel like it's kind of weak in terms of survivability. Wolverine is a fun mech. They'll all have different hard points and whatnot, so I've seen some of these over at the store. I believe the Archer is just a big missile launcher one. It looks like it's got 2 laser mounts up top and then some missile launcher mounts. Black Knight, one of the heavier mechs that comes out kitted pretty poorly in its base model, but later models were improved. This is a catapult, but catapult's normally known for having big missile racks on it. This is the laser version, so there's variants of them as well. Crusader, I haven't seen that one that much. Dragon, see a lot of those from House Karita. Grasshopper, we got lasers and missiles. So these can all be customized in terms of color and weaponry. Quick draw. Thunderbolt. This is the Thunderbolt I'm running right now, which is a special version from one of the DLCs. It all runs on like a timeline. So I'm over here, and I'm at Iris, and it takes time to fly. So it'll take me 13 days to fly there, and my mechs need 18 days to repair. So I'll fly over there. I'll spend money to fly over there. 3 of my mechs will get repaired. And then I'll still need to wait in the timeline. I'll wait for my payment, where I pay all my people, and I'll wait for the fixes on my mech. I'll check the mech market. There's nothing here I really want. So I'll go back to the home page, contracts, and this is where you pick your missions at. So I've been doing mostly missions for House Karita, so the Pirates don't like me and Independents don't like me, so I'll have less negotiation power. But House Karita are the people I've been working for the most, and I have extra negotiation points. The negotiation points are split up between money payout, salvage shares for weapon parts and dead mechs, and insurance coverage that covers a certain amount of damages. So since I have such high negotiation, I can just straight up go and say, I want maximum payout, I want maximum insurance, and then I can take some salvage shares. And I could even, if I want to, I could take off a little bit of money and say, this is what I want. I want more salvage, you know. And drop off that I want to salvage all the mechs now. So now I get low payout, but I'll get good salvage.
Heads up, Commander. Weather conditions in the area will restrict visibility.
So I want to go back to the. I go back to the star map now, or am I not allowed to go back to the star map? And I've disabled the overtonnage feature in this game because I think it's stupid. If you bring mechs heavier than what the mission requires, you get a reduced payout and other things, because it's supposedly, you know, whoever's employing you can't handle your heavy lance. But I think of it this way from a balance perspective. When you take in this heavier lance that's slightly more expensive, lance being 4 mechs, you incur really dangerous repair costs. If you have something big and expensive,
wants to destroy enemy assets and raid for supplies,
and you go into a mission and you lose it, that mission doesn't pay out good enough in insurance or money.
Roger. Moving and fire.
So I control all 3 AI units. I tell them to follow me or engage a specific target, and my goal is to raid a few locations on the map. So I'll just tell them to follow me, and then I'll check my weapon groups because I haven't played in a bit. So I've got laser on left, M laser, little tiny weapon on left click, an autocannon, the main thing I'm going to be using to kill stuff, auto AC5 burst fire, and then some short range missiles on my number 3 key. So the M laser is just a little tiny green laser designed to like take out defensive turrets and helicopters. It's a very weak weapon, low energy cost, generation is minimal. The autocannon is a bit stronger. It's going to be the main weapon of this Shadowhawk. It's what I'm going to be using to try and take out anything that's killing me. And the short-range missiles are a really good damage dealer, but you got to be pretty close to land good hits with it. I'm just looking for like little defensive turrets that are going to be annoying and trying to shoot me.
In order to pick it up.
Usually the enemy will have some sort of like little defensive turrets at like farms and agricultural areas to shoot at your mech.
Extracting that cargo now.
I'm gonna head north and west of the objective. I forget how the raid works. I think you just need to loot stuff at each objective. And this is why when you see like mechs in Helldivers and like it's just like they don't really compare to a game like this, but this game is only about the mechs. I always feel like the Helldivers mechs are kind of clunky and weird. So these are these little towers up there. And those are the little tank guys running around. And the short-range missiles, which work pretty good at short range, not gonna lie. The missiles have an ammo, and the autocannons have they have a limited amount of ammo, so you have to account for that as well. And this should be a fairly routine mission for me, because this is, the way the health system works is you have armor on the front and back of every section of your body, and then when the armor is broken, then you can start taking main health damage, and that's when you start losing components, you start losing, weapons, ammo racks, and the entire limb. And if both your legs, your head, or your center torso die, you're dead. See, that's where the M laser is good. Take it out of the helicopter. Mechwarrior 5's been out for a long time. They've added a crap ton of DLC to it. So there's a lot. It goes all the way up to, like, I think in the storyline, right up to, like, the clan wars and stuff like that. We got our first target, a Panther. He should be, what, 35, 40 tons? I can't remember. So he's smaller than me. But he's armed with a PPC, which is that giant blue laser, which I get hit by is going to hurt. So I'm actually going to try and shoot his arm off. And now the arm is gone, and my guy still got a center torso, and I am A-okay.
Nearly there, Commander. Approach the hypnotic to pick it up.
That was the objective for this. So now I have to head far south. Once you complete all the objectives, a ship will come to extract you. I don't usually play this game in co-op. It has co-op, it has up to 4-player co-op, but it's really host authoritative, so the host kind of picks where the missions are, they pick the store stuff, they pick the contracts, they pick everything. And the clients are only really allowed to customize the other mechs. And then they play as one of the mechs that would normally be controlled by AI. Looks so good on 4K too, holy crap. I'm actually like really impressed how good it looks on 4K. It looks spectacular.
Destroyed.
Something popped up on radar and then it disappeared. I figure I'd go through this valley because there probably won't be a lot of defensive infrastructure in it. The way these maps generate is really similar to Helldivers. They basically take a grid and it has like it generates paths and random POIs and stuff like that. It really does follow a very similar formula, which makes it fun for like a single player game. It has customizable difficulty and stuff, so if you want to make it a little bit easier, which like I did, I made it so I could run my heavier mechs without a penalty. I've actually lost games by running really heavy mechs and losing too much money.
We're moving to your 6, Commander.
My lance is being a little bit slow, so I'm gonna wait for them. I don't remember the display settings for this game. If I'm not running any sort of DLSS or ray tracing. Just native 180 FPS, and my monitor is only 240 hertz instead of 480 like my old Sony monitor. So, but it feels spectacular for me. And obviously, when I'm getting 180 FPS, the video is only going to be 60, but it'll still feel smooth. I feel like that's going to be a turret right there. Does this look like a guard post?
Copy that. Follow the commander.
Target destroyed.
Group target received.
I'm telling all my guys to attack that tank because I don't have long-range missile weaponry, and I know one of them has it. It's going to be this guy. he has the long-range missiles, so I tell him to attack. He's going to try and get within range to probably fire him, but he lost the target, so he doesn't have anything to fire at. They didn't really send a lot of mechs at me in this mission. Yeah, see, he nailed him with the missiles. But I'll tell him to come back on me.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure. Target neutralized. That was a great showing, Commander. Our benefactor will be pleased with our success. Now,
all right.
The dropship ASAP.
Threat eliminated.
Now we leave, and as soon as the host touches the
Enemy destroyed.
oh, it just crashed right into him. Okay. There's our Pelican equivalent. Ooh. Ooh, I'm gonna kill this guy because I've got the salvage.
We'll have to make do without that component.
Nobody really looks like they took any bad damage.
Dropship on approach, Commander. Prepare for extraction.
Okay, so I'm actually going to get to claim this Panther as salvage, and probably all of these other random guns actually get all the salvage. Minimal damage is taken, and now I've got this guy that I can sell, and he's worth 600k. I'll just move these into cold storage to hold on to them. I don't have to really deal with, that I found, like, info on a quick draw or something. So the other contract here is for pirates, and I don't want to work for pirates. So, there's an assassination contract here that requires 230 tons, and I can't remember my lance size. I think it's 70, 125, 180. So just the right size for this. So there's a special mission over here, and I don't know if it's a multi-part one. I'm gonna fly over to this other sector and see if I notice anything. Euro mech on market. I have 6 million right now. You know, that might be worth trying to check out. I'm gonna go fly over here to see what this Euro mech is. Euro Highlander. I can't afford that. That's 19 million. Okay, well, so much for the hero mech. So this is a rare mech because he's in good condition. That's a little more reasonable. Hey, look, Warhammer. The warbond that never comes out in Helldivers. Wow, that is quite nice. Quite nice mech. I've got 6 million, and I probably could get something a bit bigger. I just don't know. I don't know. Like, can I get like a details thing of this? Yeah, the Grasshopper was originally a rush job for stuff. I know Marauders are really good, but I won't have enough to kit that out. This one's 5 million. It's mostly lasers, though. Not sure what the Warhammer is supposed to be. Highlander's pretty cool though, but oh, it's got a Gauss rifle on it. I would have to find the Gauss ammo for it. That's absolutely insane. That's a much later thing to deal with. Trying to see how much I've got because I could upgrade one of these Panthers. This is like I've got like 2 billion here. This old urban mech is like 400k, so I've got like that's like 2.5 million. So I think I'm gonna sell my damage stuff, and I'm gonna look back at the mech market. Now I have 8 million. I like the fact that this Marauder is good to go already and has kind of some weapons that I'm already familiar with. That's the most expensive one I get here. I can get a Victor, but he would need repairs, so it's going to be 6 million plus some money. Same with this Hunchback. Needs armor repairs, so that's, what, 3 million? I realistically could buy, like, I could buy a couple of 3 million ones. I think I should buy this Marauder, though, because I think that's the biggest one I can buy in the best condition here. And I also get a discount because of my standing with House Karita. So the Warhammer mech is going to be a little bit cheaper. It does come with missiles. The Marauder doesn't come with a missile slot to it, but I think it will be a better addition to the Lance. So I'm actually going to buy this. But now that I'm here... gonna paint all my mechs to look the same. Let's see what this bad boy can do here. What are we at for armor? Yeah, but can it be armored? I mean, that's probably as low as I can go for freaking like the front armor is already 90 out of 92, and the armor is pretty high. I think this is pretty good for a loadout just to run as is. So this gives me a lot more flexibility. So this Panther can now become a backup. So now I've got a bigger mech to bring into this Lance. So that helps out quite a bit this next mission. Check the cantina, kill fleas. Can't grab any more jobs. How many pilots do I have? I have 4? I only have 4 pilots, so... I'm gonna grab this guy.
Prepped and ready, Commander.
He is potential to have some very high skills later.
Glad to join the company, Commander. Now let's kick them right in the gondola.
Same deal with this guy. I'm gonna grab this chick as well.
My battle ability is satisfactory to your needs.
So that I have some backup people as well. Now I have 6 pilots and I have 5 mechs. This is rare equipment and rare weapons here. I've already got to fly this way, kind of, to get there. Actually, no, I don't, actually. I'll fly over and see what's over here. I got a little bit of money, and I think I'm in a good spot. LBX 10 AC. What kind of ammo does this use, though? I have to look this up, actually. Let's see here. Let me pop into my desktop. Mechwarrior 5 LB 10X auto cannon ammo type. Incompatible with standard AC ammo. So I would need to buy LBX. Yeah, I need to buy the special LBX autocannon half ammo, which they have 2 of. So it's extremely special ammo. I wonder if I can go back and see that again. That is also 1.7 million. That is crazy. That's a no from me, boss. I do need to buy these for something. What are the price of these? 80k? And don't I need some of these? Okay. I think I had... Yeah, I had some quests I needed to do, basically. What's a supercharger for? Requires motive Mark III hard points, so it's mechs that have a supercharger. Okay. Finished a couple quests, made a little bit of money. Don't want to buy that gun, which means now I'm going to go tackle this quest over here. What is this? Assassination. Means assassination contracts are ones where there's a big mech on the enemy force. So it's usually a really good, it's a really good place to get, extra mechs. Now, there's 2 missions here. So what I'll do is I'll probably do both of these. One of these is way harder than the other. The easy one I'm gonna do first. So I should be able to take some insurance, max the salvage shares out, add some money to that equation, and confirm. Gotta change my mechs up. I'll take the Marauder. This guy's got mostly lasers, so I want to see if there's a pilot that I can improve their laser skill with. I mean, this guy's got 5 lasers. I mean, I really want to get some experience on some of the new people. So what is a hypochondriac do? I don't even know. Let's see. So what are you mainly fire? You're mainly firing a laser weapon, so you can grab the other guy, and you're primarily firing a laser weapon. So I really got a lot of laser people. So I'll get the new guys. The new guys that are expensive that need to be trained up, I'm going to start getting them. Some more skills into this. Actually, I need to change that up to Shadowhawk. Who's going to be good with autocannons in the end? Yeah, honestly, this guy will eventually max out on autocannon, so he can take that. And that puts me at 230 tons. And I need to check this Panther here. It's saying that I don't have SRM ammo, but I do, so I don't know why it's acting weird. How does I start? There we go. Gonna run both of these assassination missions.
This group has proved to be a nuisance for our employers.
Okay, so first thing to do is weapon groups. Reconfigure all this stuff. M lasers are always left click. PPCs and the M laser is gonna be alternated. And the autocannon will be its own on 3. Actually, let me change this. The autocannon will be 2, and the PPCs will be 3. So,
with making sure that we
2 lasers,
and put them in the ground. Good hunting, everyone.
autocannon 5, and then get the big boys.
Sorry, sir. Unable to target.
So one of these bases will have the target, and it will warn me when I'm at the target.
I'm not seeing our targets at this location. Make way to the next nav point. We might have more luck there.
So this isn't the target location, but there can still be other mechs here defending this location, but I kind of need to run through this area. Ow, ow, what the hell? What the hell's that? Freaking turret. That's a 50-ton mech. That's a Centurion, so I'm still bigger than him. but he's in a weird spot that doesn't help me right now.
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Yeah, I can do a lot of damage right now. See me? With it.
Kill.
Freaking auto turrets. Yeah, so this Marauder is going to be really good for burst damage because the 2 PPCs will let me deal with hard targets from range really well.
Firing on the commander's requested target.
Tell those guys to take out the turret behind me and then start getting within like 1,000 meters, see if I can see anything from these guys.
Target down.
With you.
Not sure what the render range is of a lot of these guys.
Our employer wants this area cleared of all tanks.
Okay, that is really annoying. It's so much damage. I don't have the elevation for that right now.
We got some bad intel. Our target is not here. Let's hope we have better look at the other locations.
This guy he doesn't even have long range weaponry.
All unit receiving heavy fire. Target destroyed. Enemy eliminated. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, since we didn't find anything, it looks like I could go through this valley up to the north, cut across west, and then hook into the objective from there.
Brilliant. Payload acquired.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
And there is another Mechwarrior game past this that's more story oriented and it's less sandbox oriented and doesn't do like the career mode that's open ended. And I will say it looks shinier, but I just wasn't a fan. It dealt with like I think it was Mechwarrior 5 Clans. It deals with more of like the far in the future stuff and Omni mechs, but there's a lot less mechs in it overall, which is crazy to me.
Lead on, Commander.
My mechs are getting pretty tripped up by the terrain right now.
Positioning on you, Commander.
I don't know what that is. Excuse me? Right in my ear?
Falling in behind you, Commander.
Leave the other back behind me.
Target acquired.
the Shadowhawk. My Thunderbolt is getting tripped up by the terrain. The AI is having a pathing issue.
Target destroyed. New target, Hunchback.
Hunchback, Blackjack on radar. Centurion on radar. Oh, hello.
Package acquired.
Oh, that is a really...
Right,
Oh,
okay,
man.
Commander. Be careful.
Oh, that is really bad. Really bad. Fight them in long range.
Fire, Commander.
We're gonna need to...
Following your lead, Commander.
Focusing the shared target.
They're getting missile hits because they got sensors on me.
New target, Blackjack. Missile.
Okay.
New target, perfect. Incoming missile.
I tell my guys to step out in the open. I'm taking too much damage. My legs are kind of messed. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna have them go into the open.
Yes, unit, Commander.
Target acquired.
Offensive capabilities. I'm going to eject.
Oh, if he ejects, this thing's gonna be really salvageable.
Target acquired.
Moving on lens target.
Target acquired. Target acquired.
Clearance flash target. It's about to go critical.
Copy, we're on it, sir.
Trying to tell them to take the Centurion out before I freaking lose my legs.
I've lost all firepower.
Target
Got to
mech
eject.
destroyed.
All weapons hold.
I'm just gonna... I told them all weapons hold, because I'm just gonna... These guys don't eject, I think, because they're an assassination target, so I'm just gonna rip his legs off.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
Shared target identified.
Target Alpha has been neutralized.
Acquired.
I have all targets showing up as KIA on my scopes. Great work. That bounty is ours. Farhad will break open a case of Timbiki Dark when you get back to the ship safely.
I want this guy dead. I don't want him to live. Okay. Holy crap, the damage.
Left torso destroyed.
Oh, he's gonna explode. Ugh.
New target, Commando.
Scrap one.
Destroyed.
Holy crap, that was a spicy mission. How's everybody looking? I lost an arm. Looks like all we lost out of that was an arm. That's pretty good. The overall damage is pretty high, but absolutely solid. Oh, that went south fast when there's 3 assassination targets all roughly the same size as me. That's one of those, I've got 15 salvage, which means, I couldn't actually get the Centurion to, wait, no. Here it is. Here's one of them. Let's go. That's a 50-tonner right there. I'm gonna salvage that whole 50-tonner. That's absolutely beautiful. I mean, he's in rough shape because there's nothing left of him. Let's see what this costs to repair. What does your repair bill look like? 1 million to get this guy operational? Not too bad. What happens if I take this out of cold storage? Yeah, those weapons were destroyed. So this guy looks like he was the guy who came at the end who I said I wanted dead. And he got fried. 150k for him. 132k for him. Nothing on the Thunderbolt. So I could get this guy operational. I could probably get this guy operational and replace the Panther. So he's probably going to need a long time to repair. See, what's the repair time look like? 40 days. Not too bad. Let's see what kind of ammo I got. Because I don't know if I have, I don't think I have the ammo. I need to buy, like... I don't know which ammos I have or which ones it's gonna... I do have some ammo. Okay, so I have an AC-10 burst fire I can throw on this guy. Because he is just a longer range, looks like, suit. I might turn him into an SRM looking guy. They'll give him some SRM ammo, repair all. He's got SRM6, SRM ammo, and that's an AC-10 burst fire. I have lots of AC-10 ammo, so we'll just store the ammo. Not really sure when we're storing the ammo. I'll dip some of the armor off the other arm. And I'll store the armor in the right torso. But the left arm really isn't doing anything right now. Tonnage on this guy. So I can do a little bit more. So I'll put a heat sink. Put a heat sink in. Oh, he's got way more tonnage. Okay, actually, scratch that. I'm not really sure what I can do here. Got the potential to have a lot of heat sinks, but I really don't need it. Do I have heavy rifle ammo? That's the question. What's the heavy rifle gonna do? Heavy rifle does 8 tons, 19 damage. What does this do? 12 tons, 12 damage. First fire. 2.4. This fire is really slow. Max range is 700 meters. This is really long range fire, and this is a high level one, so I might have ammo for this. I don't think I do, though. I don't. So it just means that this guy can just take in some more ammo, and take in some heat sinks. And even max armor, like... running full max armor is, like, not even enough to, like, cause an issue. I'm missing a little bit of leg armor on this loadout, but I'm carrying good ammo on this guy. So this is going to take 36 days. 1.2 million. 1.2 million for a 50 tonner is not bad. to replace a 35 tonner. That gets the lance going up a little bit more. I think what I'm going to do here is I am going to actually advance the timeline and save the game. And I'll get to the other assassination mission the next time I play this game. So I'm going to we'll let my payment go through. I'm going to wait for the Centurion refit, the pilot recovery. Everybody is fine, and next time I play, I will get to this pirate hunt assassination mission, which wants me to have a very large lance of people, and that will give me what 115, 120, 170 plus 75. You know, I'll be over tonnage. I'll be over the 230 tonnage they want for that mission type. Thanks for chopping in and hopping in and watching some Mechwarrior. This is one of my little guilty pleasure games that I jump into kind of randomly. I've done a lot of playthroughs of it, so like this is a newer playthrough. I've played maybe like 20 or 30 missions on it off recording. And that's what I'll do. I'll just play 1 or 2 matches, fix the mechs up, and find out what to do, and just take it as a very slow-paced trudge through the campaign storyline of the game. I'll see you all next time I play this game. Thanks for watching all the random off games, guys. Doom out.